In a revelation that has left fans stunned and the entertainment world buzzing with disbelief, beloved Turkish stars Barış Arduç and Elçin Sangu are reportedly the proud parents of a baby boy, a secret they have managed to keep hidden from the public eye until now. If you like the video, please subscribe and comment. According to sources close to the couple, the child was born quietly, far from the flashbulbs of paparazzi and the chatter of celebrity gossip. While the world admired them on screen and speculated endlessly about their off-screen chemistry, Barış and Elçin were nurturing a life-changing secret. They had stepped into the world of parenthood together. The couple, known worldwide for their unforgettable pairing in the hit drama Kiralık Aşk, Love for Rent, have always captivated millions with their fiery chemistry and undeniable connection. Yet, their decision to protect their child from the media storm marks one of the boldest moves in Turkish celebrity culture. A friend of the family told our reporters, "They didn't want this to be a spectacle. For them, it wasn't about fame, ratings, or headlines. It was about love, privacy, and protecting something sacred." The baby boy, whose name has not yet been disclosed, has already become the center of the couple's universe. For Barış, often praised for his strength and intensity on screen, fatherhood has softened him in ways fans could never imagine. And for Elçin, whose elegance and charisma have enchanted audiences across the globe, motherhood has brought out a new, radiant glow. While the world was watching their careers and speculating on their personal lives, Barış and Elçin were quietly building a family. Behind closed doors, away from the noise, they were experiencing sleepless nights, joyful tears, and whispered lullabies. This revelation now changes everything. The story of Turkey's most adored on-screen couple has just taken the most beautiful and surprising turn. To truly understand the magnitude of this revelation, one must first look back at the history of Barış Arduç and Elçin Sangu's connection. Their journey began not with whispers of romance, but with the blinding lights of television stardom. In 2015, the Turkish drama Kiralık Aşk, Love for Rent, hit screens. Almost instantly, it became a phenomenon, thanks to the explosive chemistry between Barış, who played the intense and brooding Ömer, and Elçin, who brought life to the fiery and free-spirited Daphne. Audiences around the globe didn't just watch their story unfold, they lived it. Fans swooned, cried, and laughed along with every stolen glance and every heated argument. Social media overflowed with edits, fan fiction, and hashtags dedicated to the pair. Within weeks, Barış and Elçin weren't just actors playing lovers, they were the symbol of Turkish romance dramas. Rumors, denials, and speculation. But with fame came speculation. Could two people act with such raw, magnetic chemistry without something more simmering beneath the surface? Every interview, every behind-the-scenes video, every award show appearance was dissected. Fans noticed the way Barış's eyes softened when Elçin laughed, or the way Elçin seemed more alive when Barış was near. Of course, both actors consistently denied any romantic involvement. They remained professionals in the public eye, praising each other's talents while never confirming what millions of fans secretly wished for, that their love story had crossed over into reality. And now, years later, the world learns that not only were the whispers true, but the pair were guarding the most precious secret of all, a child. For fans who shipped them for nearly a decade, this revelation feels like the ultimate twist ending to a love story they never stopped believing in. It isn't just shocking because no one knew, it's shocking because they pulled off the impossible. In a world where celebrities can't buy groceries without being photographed, Barış and Elçin managed to keep a pregnancy, a birth, and an entire first chapter of parenthood completely out of the spotlight. For many, this secret symbolizes something even greater, that the love story they once fell for on screen wasn't just an illusion. It was real, it was growing quietly, and now it lives on in the form of a baby boy who represents not just a family, but the fulfillment of a fantasy millions once dreamed about. A longtime fan tweeted after the news broke. "We spent years saying Omer and Daphne belonged together. Now Barış and Elçin have a baby? This is history. This is destiny." When whispers of Elçin Sangu appearing different began circulating among fans months ago, no one could have imagined the truth. At red carpets and events, she carefully chose flowing gowns, strategically layered fabrics, and poses that hid her growing belly. Barış, always protective, often positioned himself subtly between Elçin and the flashing cameras, his tall frame shielding her from prying lenses. Sources close to the pair describe an environment of absolute discretion. Only their most trusted circle of friends and family were aware. No staff member, no assistant, and certainly no outsider was allowed to confirm or deny anything. Every precaution was taken: closed doctors' visits, private drivers, and even staged public outings to divert attention. They didn't want the world to see this as a show. They wanted the pregnancy to be about them, quiet, sacred, and free from gossip. During these months, the two stars were said to grow closer than ever. Away from cameras, Barış attended appointments, held Elçin's hand during the difficult days, and whispered words of reassurance when she feared the world might discover their secret. Their home, usually filled with scripts and production schedules, became a haven of baby books, tiny clothes, and quiet anticipation. The night their baby boy entered the world, Istanbul was unusually quiet. It was late, the stars hanging low over the Bosphorus, when Elçin was rushed to a private hospital under heavy secrecy. No flashing lights, no photographers waiting outside, only hushed corridors and loyal staff who understood the importance of silence. Barış, usually the picture of composure, was reportedly emotional, pacing nervously until the cries of his son echoed through the room. Friends say he wept openly when he held his child for the first time, whispering a promise: "I will protect you with everything I am." Elçin, exhausted yet radiant, looked at her newborn with tears in her eyes. For years, the world had seen her as the glamorous actress, the red-haired queen of Turkish television. But in that moment, she wasn't a star, she was simply a mother, with love so raw and overwhelming it eclipsed everything else. The birth was kept off all records. Even the hospital documents used coded names to ensure no one could link the event to Turkey's most famous duo. Within hours, mother and child were safely taken home, where Barış had prepared the nursery himself, walls painted soft blue, sunlight spilling across the crib. Since the baby's arrival, Barış and Elçin's lives have transformed. The once unstoppable actors now find joy in the smallest things: midnight feedings, lullabies sung softly in the dark, tiny fingers gripping theirs with unimaginable strength. Barış, who fans often describe as intense and serious, has softened. Friends say he spends hours rocking his son to sleep, whispering stories of courage and love. His rugged charm now carries the warmth of fatherhood, and he is said to be fiercely protective, rarely letting the baby out of his sight.